Alright. 117. What to draw? I don't know. 1000. No, we are not on 1174. We're on 117. How's everyone doing? Hopefully I'm on the right microphone. Hopefully, yes, it looks like the right microphone. Hopefully the volume is okay. The microphone is somewhat where it needs to be. Hopefully it's all good. Good morning, Zelin. Good morning, Captain Bose. How's it going? Sounds all right. All right. Okay. What should I draw today? Give me a suggestion. What should I draw? Surprise me. How I'm okay. Nothing has really changed beyond the panic of stress over my daughter. Hey Morphia, how's it going? What, Captain Boss, what is a royal exo set? I need to Google exo set. I have no idea what the exo set is. Flying fish. Is that a rocket? Anti-ship missile. Or a car. Explain yourself, Captain Boss. Ice Die, how's it going? Raso. Old Wizard. Ooh, nice. Alright, so we got a Royal Exo set, which is either a Royal Missile or a Royal Flying Fish. Interesting. We got Servant of the Dark Crab. Ooh. And we got Old Wizard and a Honey Badger. Interesting. Cool, cool, cool. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Any more suggestions? I'm all ears. Otherwise, we're gonna roll a d6. Zealin. Giant oarfish. Yeah, they're beautiful. All right. If it's 5 and 6, I will do whatever I want. Right? Honey Badger. Ice Die. One with Honey Badger. Honey Badger. I don't know what a badger looks like. It's like a... yeah, I know what a badger looks like. Cupido. Pog. Yeah, honey badgers, they're aggressive. I don't know what the honey badger is. I'm gonna make a monster based on the idea of a honey badger, but I'm a bit dubious over what they actually look like in my mind. They need to be very specific, and I'm in no mood to be trying to make a honey badger. Ice dilute, nice one. Hey, Fight Milk, Throax Gria, what up? Right, let's start the timer. And I'm going to loosely base the idea on a badger, but I'm going to stylize it, and I'm going to play with this, kind of make it a little bit, not stylized, but extreme, and make it a little bit, yeah, like Ice Dice said that it's based on a game, right? Or there's a game type of player that's a honey badger, meaning they are aggressive and they want to loot. You know, honey badger, I guess, want that honey, right? And so I'm in my mind, I'm gonna try to make a monster. I'm currently trying to make him look like he's perched, and he's gonna have a stack of loot he kind of protects. That's kind of the picture in my head. Or he's purveying the land for what to eat. It's either one or the other. But that's currently what I'm going for here. I'm being also very deliberate in my marks, so I'm slowing down to speed up. At least try to. And I got the sunlight in my eyes so I can see all the subtlety, which is in a way good. So I can't get lost in those subtle values, but also it means I'm straining my eyes a bit. The window is right there, and the screen is right there. So it's like, hey Miguel, how's it going? Hey Froax, what degree would help you the most in an art career? Probably some, if you're gonna, I mean, what is an art career? How long is a rope? You gotta start thinking specifics, Froax. I feel like you are a little bit lost. You're kind of grasping at straws in terms of art career. The more specific you are, the easier it is that you're gonna be able to hammer out the path that you need to take. I want to be finish that sentence. An artist is not good enough. You gotta be able to pinpoint exactly what you want to do. And when you know exactly what you want to do, the road to that point is going to be significantly easier than if you're just going to go, I just want to work in the industry, which doesn't help you, you know? I say to go far, you have to go slow. Yeah, exactly. Frogs, you're on the fence between illustration and concept. All right. But that direction itself can be a lot of things. Illustrator for what? Magazine, book covers, children's stories, video game splash art, key Wizards of the Coast playing cards, keyframe. You know, there's a lot of different matte painter. You know, there's a lot of possibilities of routes to take, right? Concept art could be pre-production, viz dev, production art, vehicle design, character designer. When you start nailing it a lot further, like I said, it'll help you significantly understanding where you need to go. And it's important to be specific. A lot of people are saying like, yeah, have a broad spectrum. It's going to increase your ability to get a job, right? Be careful of being a specialist. But you got to be a specialist to a degree where you know what you're doing, know where you want to go, know what the path that you're taking. You know. So much like if anyone asks you what you do for a living, you for someone outside of the industry, you have to be able to say, "Oh, I design characters," or "I make environments for video games," or "I work on visual development for movies," you know, or whatever it is. You have to be able to pinpoint that, and when you can pinpoint that, you can also pinpoint that to yourself. I need to get better at textures. I need to get better at mood. I need to get better at designing cool characters. I need to get better at nailing that atmosphere. And when you understand those things, you know exactly where to go. And lofty decisions like I want to get better at art career, or what degree is better for an art career. It all comes down to what you're going to do, at what point, with who and what. You know, I have a degree in hypermedia in game development. You know, I can do programming, I can do written, as in design, written design. You know, I have human computer interaction degree. I have 3D animation degree. None of it I use daily. None of it. But through that education, I understand a lot more of what a 3D artist does, what an animator does, what a designer does, as in written design, you know, like design documents and narratives and hero's journey and the Iliad and the Odysseys, what a programmer, what C++ is, and what they need to, how they need to program. But that doesn't mean that if you're going to be a concept artist, you need a degree in that. Absolutely not. You can go to art center and learn traditional art, and that will make you a great concept artist. Or it won't. Doesn't matter really. It matters what you want to do and how you get there. And if it's degree A or degree B or none of the above, it doesn't matter. Frux, a concept artist can do everything, but also not necessarily need to do everything. Yeah, and some, like Igria says, some parts are very close to each other and you can branch out, and that's no problem. But Frux, hey Amir, how's it going? But Frux, you said, oh, I thought a concept artist did everything. A concept artist that does everything is a concept designer more, in that sense that, with its true sense, what a concept artist is. They design things, and it doesn't matter if it's a vase, a helmet, a helicopter, or a building. They design it, right? So they're actually, their strength lies in design, not illustration, right? Their strength lies in visualizing an idea so that someone else can look at it and understand what's happening, right? So yes, in that sense, a concept artist should be able to do everything. But then you have specializations. Like I doubt, for example, Miguel here. He's a working concept artist. I doubt that Miguel does that much environments, and he probably does a lot more character-related stuff, or guns, and rather than you know. That there is okay to be specialized, have a specialization, your trump card, you know. If someone says, "Oh, I need a really cool character," oh, I'm Miguel. He's great at characters. They're not like, "Oh, Miguel, yeah, he's great at props. Let's go to Miguel." But can Miguel do props? Absolutely, not a problem. So it's a little bit, you know. Hey, Sharta, how's it going? Frogs. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. An art center doesn't. You don't need to go to art center to be a concept artist. I haven't gone to art center. I've worked as a concept artist for 15 years. Miguel hasn't gone to art center. He's a concept artist. He has worked for. But then there are Finian McManus. I think he went to art center, and he's a concept artist. Doesn't matter. Hey, Brendan Toy. Toy? Isn't it Troy? Hmm. I'm good, thanks, Shaifa. How are you? How are you? Hey, how's it going? It's Toy. Alright. Pretty cool. My mind is playing tricks on me. Yeah, so that's like a trap, what a lot of people think. Uh, the thing with a degree, though, I have to say, degree checks, ticks the boxes of HR, human resources department, that filtrates applicants that will be forwarded to an art director or person responsible for hiring. A lot of times they have there's a like a filtration system that they use in order to weed out the hobbyists who want a job, right? Or the beginners that are not suitable on paper for that job, right? So they go 3 years of experience, and the HR department goes, oh, 1 year, only one title for 6 months. Doesn't matter with that artist. They don't get cut. They don't make the cut, right? And degree helps with that to make you uh, go to the next level. Sadly, that's how it is because it is an outdated system, and it's not skill driven but knowledge driven, right? So HR department get bombarded with some big companies get bombarded with 100 applicants, and you can't go through each and every one of them theoretically. I mean, you can, but you won't be able to do anything else. But uh, so what they do is, okay, we get way too many applicants for concept art, so they put up a filter in within the application itself. You need a two years of experience or degree in this, right? So then they can go, right, everyone who doesn't, shift delete. And the art director won't even see those who get shift deleted, right? Because they haven't made the filter. And then the art director gets the applications that do fit, and then they make a decision. And that's purely anonymous filtration system. Uh, and but most of the time in the industry, you go through buddy system. Oh, I know a guy. Oh, I know a girl. She's great. Nareda. Let's hire her. Oh, who's Nareda? Oh yeah, here's art. You know, here art director. Here's the link. We should really hire her. She's available. And they're like, all right, cool, all right. And they and you know the process starts. Or you just go, hey everybody, we want to hire an artist, and then like the anonymous filtration system gets into effect. Frogs. All right, a degree. If you really want to study something, have a degree in fine art or degree in game development or 3D program. Because if you have a degree in a 3D program, for example, you'll have a better understanding of what another person in the production pipeline does. Or do a degree in photography. If you want to be an illustrator or a concept artist, photography knowledge is probably quite good because you learn color, light, composition, um, framing, subject, you know. Because you can't get a degree in character design. So you got to try to think about things that are useful, that will help you get ahead of the line, get past that filtration. Stygius, how I got into art? Um, Long story short, hey Balbinator, what up? How I got into art? I've always been drawing. I went to like +1 art lesson high school. Like we got to play with oil and clay and stuff, but it was just like a hippie grandma being the you know, there was no real, you know, we got some more hours of it, which was cool, which I liked. I drew a lot, but it wasn't like a formal art school or anything. It was just like communal high school bullshit Swedish. Then after that, when I graduated, I became just manual labor guy for 6 years. No, 8. Just manual labor, lift this, hammer that. Got fed up, quit, and applied to uni for game dev in a completely different part of Sweden. And for the first time in my life, I had no need to work, and I had free time. So I said, okay, I'm gonna sell all my shit, move cities, 4 hours away with speed train. I'm gonna have a new life. So let's make the best of it. I'm gonna sit and draw my ass off. I'm not gonna waste this opportunity to absolutely uproot my life and leave everyone and leave everything to just kind of waste it, right? So I decided I'll go full on blast. So I sat and drew and drew and drew and drew. I drew a lot during that period at the same time as I went to uni. And also because I started grinding a lot, people started seeing that, and I started getting contracts. So it ended up with me doing contracts and uni and drawing and learning and just kind of a chaos. And I learned by doing. So I have zero art education. I taught myself. by being on the internet and learning and observing and trying to pick up all the things I saw and heard, and also what I liked and where I wanted to go with my life. As in, I love playing games. I love making worlds. I love coming up with cool shit. So I thought I'll be a concept artist that comes up with cool ideas. Whereas that in the industry, I suck at beautiful paintings because I have no education in it. Where do I fit? So they need people with imagination. All right, I'll be great at that imagination because I have a broken brain, right? That's the long story short. Taught myself and understood where I need to be in the industry, made sure that people would need me and that there's a job to do what I'm good at, being a previous concept artist. It wasn't really that at the beginning of the industry. There was a lot of, oh, you're an illustrator, you make pictures, all right, we're gonna use you to come up with cool shit. But I'm an illustrator. It doesn't matter. Just do some cool stuff. You're an artist, and I think I definitely helped out with that aspect of, even though I know I wasn't the first. But I've definitely been a proponent of pushing that line of work. But all art and all these things is my own doing. Unreal University degree. I mean, you have 5 years of warm ups, and almost every warm up I talk about something useful. There's an archive there for you. Go and look. Um, do I ever get work you really don't like doing? Yeah, of course. Sometimes it happens. You do it to the best of your ability, and then you say thank you. But a lot of times also, they go, hey, great guy for coming up with cool shit. We need you to render a boot. Maybe I'm not the best guy to render a boot for you. I can do it. This is my rate. But maybe you want to pick an illustrator. I know a couple of illustrators. Here they are. These are their names. But if you still want to go with me, let's go. You know, I'll do it. But it's like you go to a chef that works in a meat restaurant, and you go, hey, you want to wait some tables? The chef will like, all right, I can do it. It'll cost you. But maybe you want to go. I know some waiters who are really good at waiting tables. Maybe you want to go with those instead. Uh, but I mean, I'm usually, if someone needs my service of coming up with something cool, and it's not something I love, I'll absolutely do it. No problem. I can come up with something cool for you. At what age I started uni? I think I was 24 when I applied. Valibenator. Stuffed animals? Wicked. What's the most common thing I have to draw? Um, shit. That's not what I have to draw most of the shit. But I don't know. It's hard to say. At Opus we do so many different things. It's really hard to pinpoint. But what a lot of people come for me for is monster and character design, mostly. You know, like, or previs. A lot of previs. Like, we want to see some cool scenario. We have this script, or we have this game we want to see what happens when you fight a boss, right? And I make this illustration of boss fights, and they don't know what the boss should look like, the hero should look like, and the location should look like, but they want this image, right? So my job is a lot of that. Alex, how's it going? What up? Tofu Senshi. Oh, hello there. Hello there. Fight Milk. Most left field commission. It's hard to say. There's been so many over the years. RC car. I would say radio controlled car. Box illustration. Design the box for an RC car. That's probably one of the weirder ones. And then do a comic to go with it. It's like, excuse me, what are you asking me to do? Alright, I'll do it. Balibanator, if I do a lot of line art stuff for modelers, yeah. It's a part of the job, right? If you design something, and if you want the design to be translated accurately down the pipeline, you need to do line art or orthographics to explain your design. Otherwise, in my talk that I'm going to stream for subscribers on not this Saturday but the next, I talk about part of that where it's like that whisper game. You know, you say one word and down the line of 100, the words you're saying is going to be significantly different down the line. And so you have to consider that, like when you're designing something, the more specific you can be, the more accurate your design will be explained, the less confusion there will be down the line. So it's really important that you do line art stuff for modelers and things, because if not, like I said, there's a huge chance of information being lost purely by the fact of it passing hands, not because of lack of skill, but the fact of it's going down the line, you know. I'm good, thanks, Topin Seshi. How's it going? How are you? How are you? I don't need to introduce you, Tofu Senshi, because we're all been rating you now and then, so I think everyone knows who you are. But for those who don't know, Tofu Senshi is a learning artist. She's 20-ish. Traditional, that's tackling digital, doing fantastic. Streamer. Go give her some love. Let's see if I remember the command. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah. Sergey, Opus hires new people, absolutely. We hire beginners and seniors, depending on how they fit, what they can do, and what they can do for us. Fight Milk, I used to do a lot of comics. I used to do a comic for a Swedish comic magazine as well in my youth. Balibanator, pretty stuff. It's like I said, as long as it explains the design. You're 21 today? Oh, sweet Tofu Senshi. Happy birthday. I will serenade you in Swedish. Jag må leva, jag må leva, jag må leva ut i 100 år. Ja visst ska du leva, ja visst ska du leva, ja visst ska du leva ut i 100 år. Jag är messed up. Happy birthday. Ha den äran på födelsedagen. Hip hip, hurra, hurra, hurra. There you go. Special song for special girl. Yup. Yemo Halaiva. Hilarious. Wjekno Najlepsi? That was my best interpretation of what you wrote. Amir, no. 12% That's good. Frogs, my kids speak Swedish, Latvian, and English. And my son speaks German. So he speaks 4 languages at 10 years of age. It's a good boy. Good boy. Smart boy. I speak 5-ish. He's a clever boy. Alright. That is Honey Badger. Monster. I don't know. He wants that gold. He wants that loot. Look at his hungry eyes. Hungry. Are you gonna learn Czech as well? No. Nah. I have no reason to yet. What I speak, frogs? English, Swedish, German, Latvian, moderate Finnish, Norwegian for free. Cupido. I can speak German. Yeah, I had it for 9 years in school. Ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Ich habe Deutsch gelernt in der Schule. In der Schule gelernt. Oh shit. Polyglot. Yeah. So cute. Alright, let's find someone to raid. Enough with this silliness. Stop! Visual Jamie, are we gonna try to raid her again? Let's raid her again. Hopefully she won't quit as I raid. Love my t-shirt. 7-Up. Alright. Have a good one, everyone. Good night if you're that part of the world. Have a fantastic day if you're in this part of the world. See you tomorrow morning. And remember, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, all subs will have a special screening of my last lecture at TAD Berlin. Yes, last year. Outro, then tomorrow. Toodles.